What if the whispers of your past could awaken a destiny you never knew was yours? In the heart of the Mystic Isles, a lost heir's journey unveils a world of magic and love. This is a tale of renewal, where identity is revealed amidst a legacy of sacrifice. Amara, a young woman raised in a humble village, felt an undeniable pull toward the sea. Her dreams were haunted by visions of a grand castle and a family she could not remember. Every wave that crashed upon the shore echoed her longing for something more. On her 21st birthday, a mysterious letter arrived sealed with a crest she recognized from her dreams. It spoke of her lineage, of a lost heir destined to reclaim the throne of the Mystic Isles. As she read the words, her heart raced with both fear and excitement. Determined to uncover the truth, Amara set sail across the shimmering waters, guided by the stars. The night sky twinkled with promise, and as she left her village behind, she felt the weight of destiny calling her name. As the shores of the Mystic Isles came into view, so did the shadows of her past. A figure emerged from the mist, a guardian of the isle, sworn to protect the royal lineage. Their eyes held secrets and the promise of enlightenment. The guardian introduced himself as Kale, a noble shifter bound to the isle's magic. He revealed that Amara's true lineage was intertwined with an ancient prophecy, a tale of love and sacrifice that would change the fate of their world. As they ventured deeper into the isle, Amara learned of her mother, who had sacrificed everything to shield her from dark forces. Each revelation brought her closer to understanding the legacy that had shaped her existence. Yet, the peace was short-lived. Dark forces, aware of Amara's return, began to stir. Whispers of betrayal and danger filled the air as shadows lurked, seeking to reclaim the throne for themselves. Time was running out. Amara's training began, honing her abilities to harness the Isle's magic. Under Kale's guidance, she learned to channel her strengths, awakening a fire within her that resonated with the legacy she had inherited. With each passing day, Amara's connection with Kale deepened, blossoming into a love that transcended their differences. It was a love forged in the fire of their shared struggles and aspirations, igniting hope in the face of adversity. But even as their love grew, the threat loomed closer, culminating in an attack from the dark forces. Amara and Kale would have to fight not only for the throne, but for the love they cherished amidst a tumultuous battle. In the heat of the battle, Amara's true power awakened. With a surge of magic that echoed her mother's legacy, she unleashed a spell that turned the tide, illuminating the darkness and revealing her inner strength. The battle raged on, but with Amara's determination and Kale's support, they fought valiantly. Together, they symbolized hope for the Mystic Isles, igniting the spirit of a united legacy against the encroaching darkness. At the climax, Amara faced the leader of the dark forces, a figure shrouded in shadows. In a final confrontation, their powers clashed, each moment echoing with the weight of their fates intertwined. With a final surge of magic and love, Amara tapped into the strength of her lineage. A brilliant light engulfed the dark forces, banishing them back into the shadows, reclaiming her rightful place as heir. As calm returned, the Mystic Isles rejoiced, welcoming their true heir. Amara stood beside Kale, knowing their love had not only saved her, but had restored hope to an entire realm, intertwining their destinies forever. In the aftermath, Amara began to rebuild the kingdom, determined to honor her mother's legacy, while forging her own path. She understood that love was not just a feeling, but a powerful force that shaped the world around her. Kale remained by her side, not just as a protector, but as a partner in every sense. Their love flourished, a bond forged in the fires of adversity, now blossoming in the peace they had fought for together. With each passing season, they celebrated the victories of love, friendship, and the legacy of their ancestors. The Mystic Isles thrived under their reign, echoing the story of a lost heir who found her way home. Amara's journey reminds us that true identity is intertwined with love and sacrifice. In the face of adversity, we can awaken our true selves and carve our destinies. The Mystic Isles will forever hold the legacy of the love that saved them. As dawn broke over the Mystic Isles, Amara stood at the edge of the cliff, the wind whispering secrets of her lineage. The shimmering ocean below reflected her inner turmoil and determination to uncover her past. With every heartbeat, she felt the call of her ancestors urging her forward toward the unknown. Guided by the ancient scrolls she had discovered, Amara ventured into the enchanted forest, where the trees seemed to hum with magic. Legends spoke of a hidden shrine that held the truth of her birthright. As she moved deeper, the air grew thick with anticipation, each step resonating with the power of her quest. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. Elysia, a guardian of the forest, with eyes that sparkled like the stars. "You seek the truth, Amara," she said, her voice a melodic whisper. "But remember, the path to self-discovery demands courage and sacrifice. Are you ready to face what lies ahead?" Amara nodded, her heart pounding with newfound resolve. Alicia led her through the thick foliage, unveiling the shrine, a breathtaking structure adorned with glowing crystals that pulsed with energy. As she approached, the air crackled with magic, enveloping her in an aura of warmth and familiarity. Inside the shrine, Amara found an altar inscribed with symbols of her lineage. As she traced her fingers over the carvings, memories flooded back, visions of her ancestors, their triumphs, and their sacrifices. It was a tapestry of love that had endured the tests of time, binding her to this place. Suddenly, the crystals around the altar began to glow brighter, and a voice echoed in the chamber. "Amara, you are the lost heir destined to restore balance to the Mystic Isles. But this journey will demand the greatest sacrifice of all, your fear." The weight of her destiny pressed upon her. Determined, Amara took a deep breath and cast aside her fears, embracing the uncertainty of her path. The moment she released her doubt, a surge of energy filled her, linking her spirit with the legacy of her ancestors. With newfound strength, she felt ready to confront whatever awaited her. Alicia smiled, witnessing the transformation within Amara. "Now, you must seek the Guardian of the Isles, an ancient being who holds the key to your family's legacy. Follow the river of dreams, and it shall lead you to your truth." Amara nodded, ready to embark on the next leg of her journey. As Amara ventured away from the shrine, she felt a spark of hope igniting within her heart. The path ahead was fraught with challenges, but she was no longer alone. With every step, the essence of her ancestors guided her, fueling her quest for identity and love. The river of dreams flowed gently, its waters shimmering like liquid silver. Amara knelt by the bank, cupping her hands to drink from its depths. As she did, visions of her past danced before her eyes, moments of joy, love, and heartache that had shaped her into who she was meant to be. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the water, a majestic serpent with iridescent scales. "I am Seraphis, guardian of the Isles," it spoke, its voice echoing like a melody. "You have awakened, lost heir, and your journey is just beginning. What is it that you seek?" Amara's heart raced at the sight of this powerful creature. With trembling courage, Amara replied, "I seek to discover my true identity and fulfill my destiny. I wish to restore the balance of love and power in the Mystic Isles." Seraphis nodded, understanding the weight of her quest and the challenges she would face ahead. The river rippled, and Seraphis lowered its head, offering her a scale. "This scale holds the essence of your ancestors. It will guide you when you are lost and protect you when danger approaches. Use it wisely, for it binds your past to your future." Amara accepted it with gratitude, feeling its warmth. With the scale securely in her possession, Amara thanked Seraphis and continued along the riverbank. The landscape transformed around her, leading to a valley filled with wildflowers that danced in the breeze. Each flower seemed to whisper stories of love and sacrifice that resonated with her soul. As Amara wandered through the blossoms, she stumbled upon a clearing where a celebration was taking place. The inhabitants of the Mystic Isles gathered, sharing tales of bravery and love, their laughter filling the air. Amara's heart swelled at the sight of their joy, reminding her of why she embarked on this journey. Amara approached the circle, and a young woman named Leora welcomed her. Sensing the bond they shared, "You carry the spirit of our ancestors," she said, her eyes sparkling. "Join us, for tonight we honor love and the legacy that binds us all. Your presence is a cherished gift." Under the moonlit sky, Amara found herself swept up in the festivities. She danced among the people, feeling their energy and love envelop her like a warm embrace. In that moment, she realized that the ties of family and connection ran deeper than she had ever imagined. As the night wore on, Amara joined Leora by the fire, sharing stories of her journey. Leora listened intently, her expression filled with understanding and empathy. "You are not just a lost heir, you are a beacon of hope for our people. Trust in your heart, and it will guide you home," she encouraged. Inspired by Leora's words, Amara felt a surge of determination. She knew that her quest was far from over, and the love she witnessed tonight would fuel her resolve. As the stars twinkled overhead, she made a silent vow to honor her ancestors and protect the Mystic Isles from impending darkness. The next morning brought clarity and purpose. Amara set off towards the mountains where the ancient elders resided, guardians of knowledge and wisdom. Each step felt lighter, as if the love of her ancestors propelled her forward, guiding her toward the answers that awaited. Upon reaching the elder's sanctum, Amara was greeted by an ancient being with deep-set eyes, who observed her with an intensity that pierced her soul. "Welcome, seeker of truth. You carry the weight of your lineage. Speak your heart, and we shall unveil the path to your destiny," the elder spoke. Amara took a breath, her voice steady as she revealed her journey and her desire to restore balance to the Mystic Isles. The elder nodded, listening intently, and when she finished, he gestured to a glowing orb. "This orb contains the essence of your family's wisdom. Take it and let it guide you in your time of need." As Amara accepted the orb, a rush of knowledge flowed through her, a connection to her ancestors unlike anything she had ever felt. Memories of their struggles and victories filled her mind, reminding her that she was not alone in this fight. The weight of her legacy gave her strength. With gratitude, Amara bowed to the elder, her heart full of purpose. She was ready to confront the darkness threatening her home, and she knew that the strength of her ancestors would guide her every step. As she turned to leave, the elder's voice echoed behind her. "Remember, the truest power lies within your heart." With renewed vigor, Amara made her way toward the heart of the Mystic Isles, where the looming threat awaited. She felt the weight of her ancestors beside her, urging her onward. This was not just a quest for identity, it was a battle for love, legacy, and the very soul of her homeland. Amara's heart raced as she stepped into the shadow of the ancient trees, feeling their wisdom wrap around her like a cloak. Each rustling leaf whispered tales of her ancestors urging her forward. She could sense the energy pulsing from the heart of the Isles, a beacon of hope guiding her through the dense underbrush. Suddenly, a flash of movement caught her eye. A figure cloaked in mist emerged from the shadows. It was Kalen, the elusive guardian of the Isles, whose presence was both comforting and unnerving. He held a staff adorned with glowing runes, symbols of the old magic that once ruled their lands. "You seek truth, Amara, but the path ahead is fraught with peril," Kalen warned, his voice deep and resonant. "Many have tried and failed to claim their destiny here. Are you prepared to face what lies ahead?" His piercing gaze seemed to weigh her very soul, demanding her courage. Feeling the weight of his words, Amara nodded resolutely. "I have no choice but to confront my fate. My people depend on me, and I will not falter." With every ounce of determination, she took a step forward, and the forest seemed to sigh in approval, the air thickening with anticipation. As they ventured deeper, The trees parted to reveal a hidden glade, illuminated by soft, golden light. In the center stood an ancient altar, its surface etched with the names of the lost heirs who had come before her. Each name pulsed with a faint glow, a testament to their sacrifices. Amara approached the altar, her fingers grazing the cool stone. Each name resonated within her, a reminder of the lineage she was born into. "What if I fail like they did?" she whispered, her voice trembling with doubt. But Kalen stepped closer, offering silent strength. Kalen's presence was a grounding force as he replied, "Failure is not the end, Amara. It's merely a step in the journey of discovery. Remember the legacy of love that binds you to these names. Let it guide you as you forge your own path." With Kalen's words echoing in her mind, Amara closed her eyes, feeling the warmth of their legacy envelop her. In that moment, she understood. Her ancestors were not just shadows of the past, but living spirits urging her to fight for her rightful place. This was her moment of renewal. Suddenly, a tremor shook the ground beneath them, and the air crackled with energy. A dark figure emerged from the shadows, cloaked in black, exuding malice and power. It was Cedric, the one who sought to claim the Isles for himself, a usurper with a ruthless agenda. "You think you can awaken the past?" Cedric sneered, his voice laced with contempt. "Your ancestors will not save you, Amara. This land belongs to me now." His eyes glinted with a dangerous hunger, and the air thickened with an overwhelming sense of dread. With her heart pounding, Amara felt a surge of anger rise within her. "You will not take what is rightfully mine," she shouted, her voice strong and defiant. The power of her ancestry surged, and the air crackled with energy as she prepared to confront her foe. Kalen stepped beside her, his own power radiating like a beacon. "Together, we will defend the legacy of love that binds this land. We will not let darkness prevail." His voice resonated with ancient power, bolstering Amara's resolve. The clash of energies erupted as Cedric launched an attack, dark tendrils of magic spiraling toward them. Amara raised her hands, channeling the love of her ancestors, a brilliant light bursting forth to meet the darkness. "Feel the love that has protected this land for centuries," Amara cried, her voice echoing with strength. The light swirled around her, forming a shield against Cedric's dark magic. She could feel her ancestors empowering her, their spirits alive within her. Cedric's eyes widened in shock as the light enveloped him, pushing back against the darkness he wielded. "No, this cannot be," he roared, desperation creeping into his voice. The balance of power began to shift, the tide turning in Amara's favor. Seizing the moment, Amara focused her energy, her heart racing with the rhythm of her ancestors' love. "This is our home. We will not let you destroy it." With one final push, she unleashed a wave of radiant energy, surging towards Cedric. The wave struck Cedric, illuminating the glade in blinding light. He staggered back as the darkness began to dissipate, his power unraveling before the love that Amara commanded. The mist around him churned, revealing the cracks in his facade. "You think love can triumph over darkness?" Cedric spat, but his confidence wavered. "I am older than you can imagine." Yet even as he spoke, the light encroached, revealing the fear lurking in his eyes. Amara's heart swelled with determination. "It's not just love, Cedric. It's the strength of generations before me. It's those who fought and fell, and their spirits that empower me now." Her voice rang clear, resonating with every ancestor's strength. With a final surge of energy, Amara pushed forward, the light expanding like the dawn breaking over the horizon. Cedric stumbled, the darkness around him diminishing, hope cracking through the despair he had woven. Cedric's form flickered, as if caught between light and shadow. "No, this cannot be!" he shouted, desperation clawing at his voice. But Amara knew, in her heart, that love was the strongest magic of all. As the last vestiges of darkness retreated, Cedric fell to his knees. overwhelmed. You You have won this battle, Amara, but the war for the Isles is far from over. His voice faltered, a mix of fury and respect filling the air between them. Amara, breathing heavily, felt the weight of victory wash over her. Yet she knew Cedric's words carried a truth she could not ignore. The legacy of love would require more than just her strength. It would need the unity of her people. We must gather our allies and prepare for what is to come, Kalen said, his voice steady. The Isles are not just a land to protect, they are a testament to the love we all share. Together, we will forge a brighter future. Amara nodded, her heart swelling with purpose. You're right, Kalen. We will rally our people and remind them of the strength that lies in our bonds. Love will guide us through this darkness. The forest seemed to respond, the leaves rustling in agreement. As they made their way back through the forest, Amara could sense the spirits of her ancestors walking alongside her. Their presence was a comforting reminder of the legacy she carried, a legacy infused with love and resilience. Emerging from the trees, Amara and Kalen reached a clearing. Before them lay the tranquil waters of the Mystic Isles, shimmering under the sunlight. It was a sight that filled Amara with hope, a reminder of all that was worth fighting for. We must send word to the villages, rallying them for what lies ahead, Amara declared, her voice firm. Every soul must understand the importance of our fight. This legacy cannot fade. It must thrive. The resolve in her voice resonated like a battle cry. Kalen nodded, his expression serious. We will need the strength of the guardians, the wisdom of the elders, and the courage of the lost heirs. Together, we can weave a tapestry of unity against the darkness that threatens our home. As they began their journey back, Amara felt an electric energy in the air, a sign that change was coming. The Mystic Isles had awakened, and with it, the legacy of love that had slumbered for too long was ready to rise once more. Along the path, they encountered the first village, a small settlement nestled between rolling hills. The villagers were tending to their daily tasks, unaware of the tumultuous fate that awaited them. Amara felt a pang of responsibility to protect them. Amara and Kalen approached the village center, where the villagers gathered. With a steady voice, Amara called out, "Fellow kin, we face a challenge unlike any before. The darkness is rising, and we must unite to protect our legacy." The villagers looked up, eyes wide with surprise and concern. Whispers spread through the crowd, uncertainty palpable. An elder stepped forward, her visage wise and lined with years, asking, "What do you propose, Amara?" Her gaze was both skeptical and hopeful. Amara took a deep breath, gathering her thoughts. "We must stand together. The love that binds us is our strongest weapon against the darkness. We cannot let fear divide us. Join me in protecting our home, our legacy." A murmur of agreement rippled through the villagers, and Kalen stepped forward to bolster her message. "Your ancestors fought for this land. Their spirits guide us still. Let us honor them by uniting to face this threat." His voice echoed with authority. The atmosphere shifted, filled with rising determination. One by one, villagers began to step forward, pledging their support. "We will stand with you, Amara," cried a woman, her voice fierce and unwavering, igniting a fire within the crowd. As the crowd swelled with fervor, Amara felt the weight of her purpose steadying her resolve. She glanced at Kalen, who gave her an encouraging nod. This was just the beginning. A united front was forming, and the legacy of love was awakening. Together, they began to strategize, each villager contributing ideas, sharing their strengths. They would harness the knowledge of the elders, the courage of the youth, and the wisdom of the past to prepare for the challenges ahead. As dusk fell, the village glowed with torches lighting the faces of the determined. Amara took a moment to reflect, gratitude swelling in her heart for the support she had found. This was the power of love. This was the legacy she was meant to uphold. Night descended, and a sense of calm enveloped the village. Amara stood at the water's edge, contemplating the journey ahead. The reflection of the stars shimmered upon the surface, reminding her that they were never truly alone. Their ancestors watched over them. Just then, Kalen joined her, his presence a comfort. "The time for action will come soon," he stated simply. Amara appreciated his steadiness, feeling a bond forming between them, one forged in adversity and shared purpose. As they stood in silence, Amara's heart began to race once more. The weight of their mission settled firmly on her shoulders. She knew they needed to awaken the full potential of their ancestors' love to combat Cedric's darkness. "Let's gather the Guardians before dawn," Amara suggested, her mind racing with strategies. "We need their power to unite the villages. Together, we can summon the forces of love and light." The urgency in her voice was palpable. Kalen nodded in agreement, his own resolve shining through. "Together, we will awaken the spirits of the past and show Cedric that love cannot be extinguished. The Mystic Isles will rise again, stronger and united." As the first rays of dawn illuminated the Mystic Isles, Amara felt a renewed sense of purpose. This battle was just beginning, but she was ready to embrace her destiny, armed with the love and legacy of her ancestors. The Isles awaited their awakening, and Amara was determined to lead the charge. Amara stood at the edge of the cliff, her heart racing as the ocean waves crashed below. The dawnlight danced upon the water like 1,000 diamonds, foreshadowing the challenges ahead. She could feel the whispers of her ancestors urging her to embrace her true self, the lost heir of the Mystic Isles. In the heart of the Isles, the trees began to stir, their ancient roots yearning for rejuvenation. Amara sensed the magic pulsing in the air, a reminder that she was not alone. The spirits of the Isles, once dormant, now awakened, resonating with her resolve. Meanwhile, in the village below, whispers of Amara's return spread like wildfire. The villagers, once filled with despair, now clung to hope. The legacy of love that her ancestors had woven into the very fabric of their lives began to spark a fire in their hearts. Amara descended from the cliff, her heart pounding with anticipation. She envisioned the unity she would inspire among her people. Each step echoed her commitment to her heritage and the belief that together they could reclaim their destiny and restore the Isles. As she reached the village square, Amara could see familiar faces, each marked by the trials they had faced. She remembered their laughter and strength, and a wave of emotion washed over her. Today, she would remind them of who they truly were, warriors born of magic and love. With a deep breath, Amara called for silence, her voice rising above the murmurs. "Beloved people of the Mystic Isles, today marks a new dawn for us all." Her words resonated with ancient power, igniting a shared sense of purpose. "I am your lost heir, returned to guide us through darkness," Amara proclaimed, her heart swelling with pride. The villagers gasped, disbelief mingling with hope, and she felt the energy shift around her, the very essence of the Isles responding to her claim. One elder, wise and weathered, stepped forth, his voice trembling yet firm. "If you are indeed our lost heir, what will you do to guide us?" His challenge hung in the air, a test of Amara's resolve. Amara met his gaze, unwavering. "I will awaken the magic within each of you. Together, we will reclaim our Isles from the shadows." Her words resonated with the villagers, sparking a flicker of hope that grew with each heartbeat. The elder nodded, a glimmer of belief in his eyes. "Then let us begin. Each of us carries a piece of the Isle's magic within. It is time to forge a new legacy of love and strength." His words ignited a wave of enthusiasm. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Amara led the villagers to the ancient stone circle that had once held the Isle's magic. The stones were overgrown, but the energy pulsed beneath the earth, waiting to be awakened once more. Gathering around the circle, Amara instructed them to hold hands, forming a bond of unity. "Together, we will call upon the spirits of our ancestors to awaken the magic that sleeps within us." Her voice soared, filled with determination. As they began to chant, the ground vibrated beneath them, and a warm light enveloped their bodies. Amara could feel the magic rising, entwining with her own spirit. The connection to her ancestors surged within her, invigorating her resolve. Suddenly, the ground trembled violently, and a loud crack echoed through the aisles. A fissure opened in the earth, revealing a hidden chamber beneath the stones. The villagers gasped, fear mingling with excitement as they realized the depth of their heritage. Amara stepped forward, heart racing, as she peered into the fissure. What lay beneath was a treasure trove of ancient artifacts, each telling the story of their people's past. This was the legacy they had long forgotten, now ready to be rediscovered. As she pulled out a beautifully crafted amulet, a surge of warmth flooded through her, and visions of her ancestors filled her mind. They spoke of love, war, and sacrifice, urging her to continue their fight for the Mystic Isles. This amulet holds the key to our past and our future, Amara declared, her voice vibrant with fervor. The villagers listened intently, realizing that they held the power to shape their destiny through the love and sacrifices of those who came before them. The elder stepped forward, placing a hand on Amara's shoulder. You are truly our lost heir, Amara. Your spirit is intertwined with the very essence of the Isles. We will follow you to reclaim our legacy and awaken the magic within our hearts. With renewed determination, Amara raised the amulet high. Let the power of our ancestors guide us. Let our voices rise and awaken the mystic Isles once more. Her heart swelled with love for her people, igniting a fire within each villager. As their chants grew louder, the fissure pulsated with energy, and the ancient magic of the Isles began to respond. Wisps of light danced around them, and Amara knew they were awakening the spirits that had long protected their home. Suddenly, a mighty gust swept through the stone circle, lifting Amara's hair and clothes in a whirlwind of magic. The air crackled with excitement, and she felt the presence of her ancestors surrounding her, guiding her every move. Amara's voice rang out as she led her people in the ancient incantation, urging the spirits to lend them their strength. The ground shook with power, and the very essence of the Mystic Isles began to awaken, their legacy revived. Just then, the earth beneath them erupted, revealing a magnificent portal shimmering with ethereal colors. Amara gasped, realizing this was a gateway to the heart of the Isle's magic, a realm of untold power and wisdom. We must enter together, Amara shouted. Feeling the pull of the portal, hand in hand, the villagers stepped forward, united in their quest to rediscover their identity and embrace the legacy that awaited them. The moment they crossed the threshold, a wave of energy washed over them, a tingling sensation that invigorated their spirits. Amara gasped as visions of the Isle's glorious past flashed before her eyes, reminding her of the strength of their lineage. Inside the portal, they found themselves in a lush, otherworldly landscape, vibrant with color and life. Ancient trees towered above them, their branches heavy with fruit, symbols of prosperity that had long been forgotten. Amara led her people deeper into this mystical realm, awestruck by the beauty that surrounded them. They felt the heartbeat of the Isles, the magic flowing through the air, reminding them of their rich heritage. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a majestic waterfall cascading into a crystalline pool. The water sparkled like diamonds, and Amara felt a strong pull, as if the water held the answers to their past and their future. Amara stepped closer, the sound of the water soothing her spirit. She knelt by the pool, peering into its depths, and the reflections began to shift, revealing images of her ancestors and their struggles. They fought valiantly for our home, and they still live within us, Amara declared, her voice echoing with conviction. The villagers gathered around, their hearts swelling with pride as the reflections revealed the strength of their lineage. In that moment, Amara understood the true power of love that transcended time. It was not just their history, but a source of resilience that would guide them through the challenges ahead as they prepared to restore their home. The villagers began to chant, their voices rising around the pool, invoking the spirits of their ancestors. The water shimmered, and as they sang, the essence of their history flowed back into them, rekindling their magic. In this sacred moment, a luminous figure emerged from the pool, the spirit of a legendary ancestor. She radiated wisdom and strength, her eyes twinkling with the knowledge of ages, and Amara felt an overwhelming sense of guidance. "You have awakened the magic within, dear child of the Isles," the spirit spoke, her voice melodious and warm. "Together, you will reclaim your home and build a future rooted in love and unity." Amara felt hope rekindling within her. But remember, the path ahead will be fraught with challenges. "The shadows that once threatened our isles still linger," the spirit warned. Amara nodded, understanding the weight of her responsibility to protect her people. "You are never alone, my dear. Trust in the love that binds you all together," the spirit continued, her voice a soothing balm. Amara felt the warmth of that love within her, fortifying her resolve even further. With a graceful nod, the spirit began to fade, her essence merging with the pool, leaving behind a glimmering pearl. "Take this as a symbol of your heritage and the strength you carry within you," she whispered, her presence lingering like a gentle breeze. Amara reached out, gently taking the pearl in her hand. A rush of energy surged through her, reminding her of the power and responsibility she now held. "We will honor your legacy and fight for our future," she vowed to the spirit. The villagers erupted into cheers, their spirits lifted by the encounter. They felt a renewed sense of purpose, united under Amara's leadership, ready to face whatever darkness awaited them. The Mystic Isles were awakening, and so were they. As they left the portal, Amara held the pearl close to her heart, a reminder of her ancestors' love. The path forward was clear. They would reclaim their home and awaken the magic that had been dormant for too long. Back in their world, the villagers returned to the stone circle, transformed by their journey. The energy of the Isles pulsed around them, urging them forward as they prepared for the battles to come. Amara gazed at her people, their faces now radiant with determination. "We will gather our strength, our love, and our magic. Together, we shall rise against the darkness that threatens our isles." Her words ignited a fire within them, uniting every heart. With the pearl in hand, they began a ritual to bind their magic and prepare for the challenges ahead. They would channel the love of their ancestors, weaving it through their own spirits to create an unbreakable bond. As the magic swirled around them, Amara closed her eyes, envisioning a future where the Mystic Isles thrived once again. With every heartbeat, she could feel the strength of her people, their love ready to overcome any obstacle. The legacy of love coursed through their veins, a powerful reminder of who they were and what they could achieve together. The Mystic Isles would not just endure, they would flourish, united in purpose and love.